Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome back to another Match Week Roundup on the channel. Today we are talking about Match Week 2 of the Championship. Still a lot of incredible results and we're going to dive into them right now. So hopefully you're all going to enjoy. If you do, drop a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments how you thought your side got on at the weekend. And here we go. Let's begin then talking about the Friday night game between Oxford, who travelled away, of course, to Coventry. What a game this was, a 5-goal thriller on the Friday night. I thought it was two sides who were really going for it. Really exciting game of football to watch. Of course, Hadji Wright got Coventry ahead early doors. What a cross, by the way, from Van Ewek, of course, and right there, arriving on it. Couldn't miss, really. But then Oxford, you know, to show the character to get back into the game, it was a Kieran Brown snapshot, found its way into the back of the net. And then at that point, you know, we're on for a really good game. Coventry then, of course, more attacking. Van Ewek then gets his goal. He was really good, and he's going to have an incredible season. Honestly, such a good right back, and loves to get forward, of course, really quick as well, to get back and help defend also. But no, he got his goal just after the half-an-hour mark. But then once again, you know, Oxford did not give up and they got back into the game thanks to Harris this time, who smashed home, of course. And then, you know, we go into the final few moments, 2-2. Will there be a winner? Will there not be? Hadji Wright through on goal, and yeah, he does what Hadji Wright does. And in the end, a great victory for Coventry. Poor in the opening day against Stoke. Could see the opposite for Oxford. And if I had to do my till predictions again right now, I would be putting Oxford probably out of the relegation zone because they're looking strong. They still need a bit more quality, in my opinion. But, you know, to go to Coventry, one of the favourites to gain promotion this season and really challenge them to the 96th minute, really good from Oxford. And yeah, I think they'll actually have a good season this year and they'll surprise quite a lot of us. But no, really entertaining game on the Friday night and two sides who are looking strong now going into match week 3. On the Saturday at the lunchtime, we had 3 games. We begin at Derbycounty, who, of course, last season in League One had a great record at Pride Park. And to end the season off, of course. And then, of course, in this one, they welcome Middlesbrough for their first championship game of the season at home. And wow, Middlesbrough dominate and have so many shots, but it's only one moment that matters in the game if you can put the ball in the back of the net, of course. Really poor back pass to Senny Dieng, and it's Jackson who does not give up, wins the ball, and takes it past Senny Dieng into the back of the net. This for Derby is huge because, of course, it was awful results on the opening day against Blackburn. I didn't think they were necessarily awful. You know, they still were threatening. It's just they tried to get a result out of that game, and Blackburn hit them at the right times to get the goals, of course. But no great result for Derby. Their home form is going to be massive this season if they are to stay up, and a huge win here against Middlesbrough, who, of course, we all know they're going to have a good season with the squad and the manager there. But no, really impressive there for Derby to get himself off the mark now this season. Really important and a huge 3 points. Portsmouth versus Luton was a game where I was really looking forward to, and it didn't really disappoint. You know, we were lacking the goals in this one. In the end, it ends 0-0, but Thomas Kaminski getting sent off. And from that point on, you think maybe Portsmouth now go ahead and win it. And they had a few big chances, but James Shear, the Luton Town goalkeeper that come on to replace him, yeah, he was solid in the end and kept the game at 0-0. But not too many talking points in this one. Both sides had a few chances, but neither side could put the ball in the back of the net. And really good start actually for Portsmouth. You know, 2 games, 2 points against 2 sides who are going to be up there this season, you'd expect. Luton, no for them. They'll see this as a missed opportunity, but Kaminski getting sent off does not help the team at all. And on to match week 3 for them, still chasing their first win of the season. The final 12:30 game on the Saturday was West Brom versus Leeds. Of course, West Brom come off the back of that 3-1 win away at QPR, and Leeds had that incredible game against Portsmouth. In this one, it was very even game. You know, both sides had chances. The best chance probably come to Pascal Strike. I think both of them were headers in the end. I think one come off the post and one just past the post. But no, really good chances. I don't know how there wasn't a goal in this one, but 0-0 in the end probably seems the fair result. And Leeds going into match week 3 once again as Luton and Portsmouth go in chasing their first win of the new season. They do need to get that sooner rather than later. They've lost quite a few big names. Jorginho Ruta, of course, being the latest one of them. Somerville's gone as well, actually Gray. And they did lack that creativity in this game. But I have no doubt they'll improve as the season goes on. Daniel Farker knows this Championship very well. Of course, he's gained promotion with the likes of Norwich before, and I think Leeds will go on to have a good season, but it might just take them a few more weeks to properly get their business done now and settle themselves down for the season. But West Brom, 2 games, still undefeated, and they've faced 2 top teams in this division. So promising signs for them under Carlos Corberán. Off to Ashton Gate at the 3 o'clock game, and this one was a thriller. A 7-goal game between Bristol City and Millwall. Millwall, of course, started really poor in this game, having gone 1-0 down just 3 minutes in thanks to Anis Mehmeti for Bristol City. And then on the 12-minute mark, it's Sinclair Armstrong to make it 2-0. At this point, you sort of think, wow, Bristol City could run away with this one. But fair play to Millwall. They win at half-time, 2-0 down. They reset second half. And SA, of course, gets himself back into the game before Bradshaw, just moments after, gets them their goal from the penalty spot to make it 2-2. And then Bradshaw scores again, which was crazy, of course, to make it 3-2 Millwall going into the closing stages of the game. And then finally Mayulu scores. And on 88 minutes, of course, Twine with that header after he re-signed just a few days ago for Bristol City. Really good signing and really excited for Bristol City. You know, that's 4 points from 2 games now for them. For Millwall, though, really hard start to the season. Scored 5 goals, but still not picked up a single point this season. Really tough on them. You know, it proves that defensively they have to improve and a bit of squad depth is needed. Harris did touch upon it after full time in this game that he's not too impressed with the squad depth, comparing their bench to Bristol City's bench. So obviously hinting he wants a few more faces in towards the end of the window. But no, Bristol City, incredible game. We'll be remembering this one for a long time to come, I reckon. Off to Turf Moor, and it was Burnley against Cardiff. Burnley, of course, really impressed everyone on Monday, beating Luton 4-1 in the end. Didn't have much of the ball, likewise in this game against Cardiff, but still very clinical when they had the chances. First half, I actually thought Cardiff were the better of the 2 sides, but just couldn't make their dominance count. And 9 minutes in, of course, Horvath with one to forget. But hopefully he does play and do that again on Sunday for the South Wales derby. But Kolawashe as well with a goal. Brownhill and Dooney with the crossbar hit and it just going over the line. And then, of course, Goodmanson with that incredible effort to make it 5 in stoppage time. Cardiff, I don't really know what to say about them because this season they're playing a more possession-based style of play, but not really having the end product at the moment. Which isn't really what we expect from Cardiff. You know, possession-based Cardiff. Wow, when was the last time we've seen that? I do not remember in my lifetime. But for Burnley as well, of course, we also associate them with football. But recently they've started to change the way they've played. But no under Scott Parker. That's 9 goals, 1 conceded for Cardiff. 2 games played, bottom of the league at the moment. A long way to go, but an absolute hammering here. And they will not do their confidence any good going into the derby on Sunday, which is very good for us Swans fans. It ended Norwich 2, Blackburn 2 in that game. The likes of Sargent and Sainz scoring for Norwich. But defensively, the worries still continue for the Canaries. For Blackburn, able to still keep scoring without their main man, Sammy Smolcic, who sealed a move to Ipswich, of course, during the week. And you always saw that one coming. Really disappointing for Blackburn. But, you know, they still score goals. And Ahashi, I think, is going to be a brilliant player this season. That's 2 goals in as many games now for him and looking really good. Hedges also scoring is really promising for Blackburn. And, you know, they have every chance of staying up this season. But, you know, the teams that we thought were going to go down and struggle have started really well as well. So, unsure, but Blackburn yet to lose this season, which can only be a positive for them. Off to Home Park, where it ended Plymouth 1, Hull 1. Interesting game, but really good for Wayne Rooney and Plymouth to finally get that first point of the season and get themselves off the mark, of course. It was a Sissoko goal to get them ahead in this game. And honestly, they had the chances to win it after Louis Coyle got that equaliser. And what a goal it was from Louis Coyle. I think it was his first time, wasn't it? Right into the top corner, bending away from the goalkeeper. Really nice finish and solid from them. But quite disappointed with Hull, if I'm honest. I did expect a little bit more from them, and I wouldn't be too surprised if they did, you know, struggle this season. Against Plymouth, though, you could see what that goal meant to Wayne Rooney, and that's a building block now for Plymouth. They have to keep building on that, and once again, like last season, staying up. Home form at Home Park be very important for them. A 1-1 draw here Probably should have been 3 points for Plymouth, but it's not the end of the world. They've got themselves off the mark here, and into the next game now, they've got to build on it. Sheffield United 2, QPR 2. Sheffield United went 2-0 up in quick succession, thanks to goals from Gustavo Hamer, who's still a Sheffield United player, and Kiefer Moore, 2 smart finishes and good goals. But from that point on, of course, they look in control. Into the second half, Jimmy Dunn gets QPR back into the game from a header, his first of the campaign, with a big aerial threat, of course, proving it in this game. And then, of course, Jack Colbeck gets sent off towards the end of the match, but QPR keep the belief, and Sheffield United fail to, see the game out. And Lyndon Dykes get a great chance and a nice tidy finish past Davis in goal to get them a share of the points in this game. Sheffield United fans will be quite disappointed overall, having gone 2-0 up. They will feel like a loss, but for QPR, another good performance from them and a big point to pick up. After, of course, on the opening day, going 1-0 up and then losing at home to West Brom, a really good point to get away at Bramall Lane, which will be a high place for many teams to come this season. Off to Swansea, where we beat Preston 3-0, and Preston, of course, not a good time to be a Preston manager. Ryan Lowe left after Sheffield United defeat, and now interim manager Mike Marsh has left after the Swansea defeat. However, rumours are circulating that Paul Heckingbottom is about to be announced as Preston North End manager in the next 24 hours. By the time you're even seeing this video, it might even be confirmed. But Preston could go the season with every match having a different manager. Obviously not going to happen, but at this point in the season, it's still able to happen, so never say never. But no, really good performance from the Swans. I thought Lawrence Vigouroux made a great save at 0-0, and that really can change the, of course, the game at 0-0, whoever scores first. But thankfully it was Swansea from the penalty spot. Don't think Preston could have many complaints about that one being given as a pen. The ref took ages to give it though, and of course from that point on, we had great control on the game. And, of course, the likes of Vipotnik and Azim Abdullah, who's having a great week and scoring another goal for us, is proving to be crucial. And now, all eyes on to Sunday, where confidence inside out, got that first home win of the season. And looking forward to Sunday now. As much as I hate to say it, because I hate derby days. I love them when we win them, and obviously, I hate them when we lose them. So, not looking forward to it in that sense, but I am at the same point, because this was a really good performance, really convincing as well. We have to be on our game against Cardiff, because they're going to become chasing and they need their first win of the season, and what a time that would be for them to get it. So we've got to be on it Sunday, and I'm nervous, but there'll be a matchday vlog from it. Unless we lose and the footage automatically corrupts. Not too sure what happened there. But no, hopefully the Swans win Sunday. And I'll have my predictions out, of course, match 3 very soon. But no, really good from the Swans on Saturday. And long may it continue, because that was a really good performance. Watford 3, Stoke 0. Kayembe is proven to be a great player for Watford. I hadn't heard of him much before this season. And he's got 3 goals in 2 games. And he's joint at the top of the Golden Boot race at the moment, only 2 games in, of course. But no, look really good. Johansson had a stinker at Vicarage Road yet again. He just hates playing there, doesn't he? Of course, Andrews getting on the score sheet as well. Tom Cleverley might be on something this season. Of course, beating the likes now of Stoke and Millwall in the first 2 games. Yet to really face that top half opposition yet. I can't quite remember who they've got in Match Week 3, but it'll be a big test. But so far, 100% records. And Watford starting the season really well, but they've got to continue it now, because we've seen in the past teams start the season really well and then slip off. Thankfully for Stoke, of course, they got the win on the opening day. They're off the mark as well, but this was a performance to forget from the second half. And the final game to cover was Sunderland versus Sheffield Wednesday. 4-0 Sunderland. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday, of course, going into this game, everyone's thinking, wow, what a performance last Sunday, of course, against Plymouth 4-0. Probably should have scored a few more. Sunderland, of course, we're all unsure about, and beat Cardiff, but what a win for Sunderland. Statement win under LeBruy's, of course. Sirkin with a goal. Jack Clark was incredible. Mayenda scoring as well. And Luke 9. Really good. And 4-0 in the end is just incredible. And nothing that Danny Rose-Men could do about that. In the end, in another incredible game week of the Championship, this time 38 goals were scored. This week in the Championship, last week it was 40, but we're still getting high numbers, which we love to see. Already 78 goals scored in this year's Championship season. We love to see it, of course. In the comments down below, be sure to let me know your goal of the week, your surprise of the week, and, of course, manager of the week. We'll do this every week. For me, goal of the week has to be Louis Cole versus Plymouth. What a goal that was. We had quite a few to choose from. Likes of Goodmanson and Amdouni versus Cardiff. They were great goals. Van Ewijk versus Oxford was a great strike, of course. Twine, of course, so the circumstances around that goal against Millwall. There were some really good goals. But for me, I go in for Louis Cole versus Plymouth. My surprise of the week, I've gone for Sunderland. Now, no one expected them to beat Sheffield Wednesday 4-0, did they? We can equally say that surprise was Wednesday losing 4-0. But for me, I've gone for Sunderland because I feel like that's a bit more impressive. No one was expecting that at all, were they? And Sunderland, 6 points from 6, 100% record so far this season. But there's a few in contention for that, of course. I feel like Watford were a surprise as well this week. QPR, Blackburn as well. Also really good and really strong. My manager of the week, I've just about given it to Paul Warne for that incredible win over Middlesbrough. There's quite a few that could be in contention for this one. Like I said, Cleverley, still 100% record, as we say. Regis Lebrise, of course, of Sunderland. Incredible win against Wednesday, as we've just mentioned. But also Luke Williams against Preston. You know, that was a really dominant display. And we got 3 goals, clean sheet to go with it. Really solid. And it could be a sign of things to come at Swansea. I really hope so. Well, there we have it then. Another week of the Championship wrapped up. This is how the Championship table is looking after 2 weeks. Of course, this will change massively in the next few weeks. But at the moment, this is how it's looking, of course. Cardiff at the bottom. Stop the count, people. Stop the count. But no, an EFL Fantasy is on team now. Do let me know in the comment section down below how you got on with that one. And if you wish to join the league, the code is on screen now to join that as well. So thank you everyone very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you for my Match Week 3 predictions, which will be out in the coming days. Thank you very much, and if you want another video to watch, check out my Swansea versus Preston matchday vlog from the weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe, drop a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe. See you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.